Welcome back to Pilot Ryan Media. This is quickly becoming a classic. Now it's even better. This is, a lot of guys have been using this to train people, or if they're at an intermediate level, they've been going for the Bigfoot from Arrows RC as a plug and play. It's also offered now as a plug and play with the stabilization in it. And this one is the ready to fly. Believe it or not, it comes with this little radio that beeps down on the minutes. And it has, look at the, you can hear the stabilization right now, it's on. When I flip this switch, it goes to auto level. We're gonna try that out in the air, so stick around for that. And then the switch right here is the flaps. There's two position of flaps. Now, I know these kinds of airplanes, they want down mix when you deploy the flaps. So I'm gonna show you what the flaps look like in the air. I have a feeling the nose is gonna come up a tremendous amount, to be honest with you. So be aware of that. We've got the stock supplied 2200 3S XT60 in here. It's all the way forward. We're going up for our first rip right now. If you like what you see, subscribe, tap that bell, stick around, because we're all the time filming new releases and playing with some of the classics and some of the greatest. So let's do this. This is a ready to fly model. I'm gonna take it off with the stabilization on right away because that's who this is aimed at. Let's see how that works. You need to make sure your control surface deflection, can you see the radio and the plane?
Yeah.
The up elevator is up, see that? The right rudder moves to the right and left aileron does what it needs. So we know we're good. Right? I actually had to reverse the rudder on here to work to the correct direction. We're taking off with the self-level feature. Let's do it. Oh, you ready?
Oh yeah.
I didn't touch it at all, Bobby. I just let it go. I gave it throttle. That was it. Okay, so we are in the self-level mode. When I get off the sticks, you can see the ailerons level the plane. We are getting tossed around a little bit. We got some wind today. And there are some trims on the radio. Now this is a ready to fly radio. I'm not gonna let it get really far, but so far this is really nice in the stabilization. And if I was new in this auto level, I would be pretty comfortable. I'm gonna bring it, push it down, get it down here a little bit for us, and try to keep it close. This is like half throttle, windy day, auto level, stabilization. So again, when I let go of the sticks, it levels off. That's really nice. So we're gonna line it up, and I wanna test my theory out on the flaps while I'm in the stabilization mode. All right, so first position of flaps. See the nose come up? Came up a good deal. So for a new flyer, that's gonna be a little bit hard to deal with. You would feel like you didn't quite have it because you're flirting with the stall. Let me come all the way out of the power. So for landing, if you're all the way out of the power, it's gonna flatten out pretty good, but if there's any speed at all when you deploy those flaps, you're definitely going to get that nose up. I am still out of the power, Bobby. But we definitely got some wind. So I'm going to pour the power on just a little bit once we get in front of us. You can really slow fly it, but a new flyer needs to really kind of maintain their speed. So it still climbs like crazy with the flaps like I thought it would. I thought maybe the stabilization would take that out, but it doesn't. Now that's full flaps and it's crazy. Look at that. So I'm getting out of the flaps, and now I'm gonna turn off the stabilization. Once you get comfortable, this is the kind of speed you can expect out of it on 3S. This is no stabilization at all, so it's gonna allow me to roll it and do things like that. The rates are very responsive like this, but you do still have the gyro stabilization in there, but it's not going to auto level the wing. So let's do something crazy. This is always fun. So let's get it upside down. flip auto level, there it goes. That's always kind of cool.
That was great.
So auto level is keeping me out of trouble. If you're new and you're learning, or it's windy and you like that gyro technology, this little ready to fly Bigfoot has it. So no flaps, we're gonna go touch and go in the grass. That is really nice. That is that auto level stabilization at work. You still have your rudder to coordinate turns. Again, the only concern is the nose coming up quite a bit with the flaps. I hate to trim a bunch of down in with the flaps, because if you forget, then you'll have a hard time coming unstuck. But I kind of want to try it out. So there's the nose coming up, because I had some speed there. You could see that, I hope. And that was it. That's all the trim I have for down. So we'll go for a true stall landing here with half flaps on. We've got a headwind that's probably 5 to 10. What do you think, Bobby?
Yeah, probably about 5 to 10, maybe a little more.
So it's more of a workload because it's not settled in with the nose down unless I put it down. So I worked that one out. In grass, it's going to get off really quick. Let's go half flaps, taking off in the grass, being ready to come out of the throttle and give it some down stick so I don't stall it right away. Let's go. Ready?
Oh yeah.
Now that is still loads better than, so I'm going to leave the flaps on but turn the stabilization off. Very responsive. I'm going full flap regalia. See that nose pitch up? But you can really slow it down, but it starts to become maybe not quite as predictable as you want it. I'm fighting this wind here.
That was a good one.
And not bad. And that was just the stabilization that's on here as a gyro, but not the self-level feature. So we'll take off in just what some of you guys know as gyro or AS3X if you're flying Spectrum. This has it, but it does not have the safe, so to say, auto level going on. All right, full flaps. It's going to get off in a hurry, and I've got no auto level. This is all me and the gyro. Nice. See how fast it gets nose up?
Yeah, it sure does.
It's a handful, guys. If you're new, learn this plane without the flaps. Know you've got it to play with, but get super comfortable. Look how spunky it is once you turn the training wheels off. Look at that, man.
Love it.
It flies so good.
It looks like
on
it.
a 2200 3S, this thing is dialed in. I almost did the wrong way.
I thought, man, you had, yeah, made my stomach drop a little bit there.
Me too.
You juked me out.
I juked me out. I was gonna go the other way. All right, guys, this is an awesome ready to fly experience. So I think you're gonna be, if you're newer and you're into the ready to fly scene, which there's not a lot of options, this is a nice, neat, new one to consider. It's affordable to get into. I think if you're new, stay out of the flaps. Just go with the stabilization, auto level setup, which gives you, you know what, a tremendous amount of confidence in the wind. So I do want to try one thing, and we pretty much know already it's not going to roll over. See that? It's bank limited. That's nice. That's going to keep you out of trouble on landings and stuff. So, all right, we're going to regroup. We are in that auto level stabilization setup. I'm way up there, so I'm going to scrub off some speed with the rudder. Now we're going to pour on the power and bring this baby in.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Man.
Never give up. You're never done until the plane is at full stop. I tell you, it looked really good before I was done.
You need some bread for that butter.
I'm saying that was pretty nice. So that was landing in the auto level situation. That's the switch up. Full flaps, auto level stabilization. Again, I don't recommend it, but if you're fully out of the power, it is stable. Now that means you're going to be landing really slow. So we're going to see what that looks like just in case someone's trying to pull that off. And the plane is pretty tough to take it. Look at it. We got no power at all to the prop. The winds are up, full flaps, auto level. So I'm not working too hard. This is going to be completely dead stick.
Bloop.
Oh my, that's the best stall landing I've ever done in my life. Ready to fly radio, auto level stabilization, full flaps. You almost can't do any throttle or the nose is up like crazy. This radio doesn't do a mix. So one more time, let's do it. I wanted to do one completely dead stick. This time I will finesse a little power into it. So see, I mean, I didn't give it any back pressure. It did that on its own because of those flaps that noses up really quick. So I think if I pinch all power right now, I'll be okay. Completely out of the power. Now I'm gonna feed in just a little bit idle, what we like to call it, power. You almost have to push the nose down yourself or you're going to get that nose climbing and then you're going to stall it. Just because it has auto level doesn't mean you can't still get in trouble. It won't, if there's no airflow, it won't matter how much the tech is doing. So it really needs to be completely dead stick, I think, if you're going to go full flaps and that's crazy. I can't hardly do it with power.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
wild.
try one more time.
Yeah, it probably just brings the nose up too much.
Too much. I'm gonna go half flaps, Regalia, and see if I can't keep a little power in just to have some speed instead of plopping it in. I mean, it's cool this plane can take that though. But so I'm gonna stay in the power at half flaps, auto level stabilization. Good stiff 10 mile an hour easy headwind. So there's just a little bit of power here. Come out of the power, give it up elevator and stick it monkey pants right at your feet. Woo. Holy smokes, man. What a good time. So the battery is comes with the ready to fly package. Is a 2200 3S with an XT60 connector. It's all the way forward. This thing was dialed in. Now, if you want to see other videos of us flying this thing in the snow and plug and play style without any stabilization, I invite you to check those out. I'll put links to it in the description of this video, as well as links to Hobby Zone where you can get the Arrows RC line of planes. They have this ready to fly, plug and play, and they have it plug and play with a stabilizer. So with that, check out the links in the description. When you do, that always helps support the channel. And if you like what you see here, subscribe and tap that notification bell because we like having you. And I really always enjoy seeing you in the comment section. So show up down there and let yourself be seen. All right, guys. See you later. Bobby K, thank you, man. See you next time, guys. Hot ticket. Get with it. Dialed in. Let's go.
Peace.